Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the class. I hope you all are very happy, very healthy at your home. So, now, just in a session 2 in a matrices chapter, which we are going to cover today, four major topics. Where the first topic will be types of matrices, second will be equality, third is addition and multiplication. Where first we'll discuss the types of matrix. This is so simple and straightforward, and thereafter we'll move to the equality of matrices, then addition. The more important topic among these four topics today is multiplication. So let's see, try to understand the concepts one after the other regularly. Now let's take the types of matrices what we have. Right. So types, when we say types here, according to their number of rows and columns, let us say any matrix, when you represent the matrix with a capital letter, it is the order of the matrices is always written in a order, rows by columns. So based on this notation, now we are going to categorize the types of matrices. The first one is row matrix. What is meant by row matrix? A name itself suggests it has only one single row. There may be an n number of columns. Let us say I am writing the roll number of 4 students, right? 20, 21, 22, 23, horizontal. So if you observe this data, this matrix has how many rows and how many columns? It has only one row. You can see one row. And how many columns we have? C1, C2, C3, C4. So if any matrix have one row irrespective of number of columns, then the order of this matrix is always written as 1 by 4 here. It means that row will be 1, column may be any number. So hence the row matrix, the symbolical notation of row matrix is represented like Aij are the elements of the matrix, is always written as 1 by n. 1 by n means one row, n number of columns. Simple, it's a row matrix. Now the second is column matrix. What is column matrix? The name itself again speaks something. It has only one column. It means if I write all these values, all these 4 entries in a column, let us say I am representing that arrangement with a matrix B. I am writing their roll numbers are entries in a column wise. Now if you see, it has only one column and there are 4 rows. They R1, R2, R3, R4, and has only one column. Hence this order of this matrix is written as 4 rows and 1 column. 4 rows and 1 column. So hence here the symbolic notation of this matrix, column matrix, is written as, let us say if with the matrix B we are representing the element with Bij. If matrix is A, purposely we are writing the elements corresponding to it is Aij. Matrix B hoga to Bij, C hoga to Cij, like this. So the order of this matrix is as n by 1. What is by n by 1 here? N number of rows but one column, one and only one column. So it's so simple. Row matrix means a matrix which has only one row. Column matrix means a matrix which has only one column. So when we say one column, we are not specifying number of rows. It may be any number. So this is row matrix and this is column matrix. Coming to the zero matrix. Now it is done. Row matrix is done. Column matrix is done. Now we are going to discuss zero matrix. So what is zero matrix? Just take. What is zero matrix? Zero matrix speaks what? Just imagine. If all the entries of a matrix is 0, all the entries of a matrix is 0, irrespective of its order, means when we speak zero matrix, we never bother about the order of the matrix. It may be like, see, I am taking all the entries here, 4 zeros. The order of this matrix means the 2 rows and 2 columns. So order of this matrix is 2 by 2. So hence this is zero matrix. I can also write another zero matrix, see here. So here if you say order 2 rows and 1 column, and I can also write another zero matrix. Here 1 row but 3 columns, hence 3 by 1 order. These all are the examples of zero matrix. It means when you say zero matrix, it means that each and every entry of the matrix is 0. Hence it is called a zero matrix. So when we speak a zero matrix, order doesn't make any difference. Okay, order is immaterial. Order से कोई लेने देना नहीं होता है. Fine. Zero matrix is done. So when we come to the square matrix, now I am taking separately square matrix because it plays very important role in our discussion. Square means what? Like in a geometry sense, we can say all 4 sides are equal, all corner angles are 90 degree. In the same way, here when we speak a square matrix, according to its shape only the name comes. Okay, so square means if the number of rows and columns are equal. It means if I say the entry 1, only one element is there, order of this matrix is 1 by 1. Another matrix I am writing here 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is a matrix where 2 rows and 2 columns are there, 2 by 2, 2 rows, 2 columns, 1 row, 1 column, 1, 2, 3, 0, 7, 9, minus 5, 2, minus 1. So this is 3 by 3 square matrix. So when we say a square matrix means it has the equal number of rows and columns. जितने rows होंगे उतने ही columns होंगे. So now I can simply write the symbolic form of the square matrix as Aij element, where order rows and columns are same. So it may represent by n by n. So this is a symbolic representation of a square matrix where number of rows and columns are same. So here in some text, so the square matrix of order n is represented by an, When I say an means here number of rows and columns both are same. For example, if I want to write the order of this first matrix, I can write A1. It means 1 row, 1 column. If I want to write the symbolic form of the second matrix, I can write B2. B2 means B 2 by 2 matrix. C3, it means C 3 by 3 matrix. So it's a symbolic notation of writing a square matrix. Square means number of rows must be equal to number of columns, nothing else. Rest is very simple. Now when we speak about the square matrix, there are some other further categorized matrices are framed based on the square matrix. Means square matrix can be further divided into various matrices. Among that we are taking only 3 types of the square matrix. So when it is a square matrix, according to the nature of their entries, that square matrix is termed as diagonal, square and identity. These 3 are the special case of square matrix. Remember, diagonal, scalar and identity matrices are the special case of square matrix. Now we'll see one after the other. So now you have remembered ki what is meant by square matrix. So just I am writing here. Right. So if a matrix A is 3 by 3 matrix, I am writing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Purposely I took where the order is 3 by 3, where the symbolic notation of this matrix will be what? A is equal to Aij, where 3 by 3 matrix. Now if I specify some conditions on the elements of the square matrix, then they become a specific case of square matrix, right? So for that, first we need to understand diagonal elements. What is meant by diagonal elements? Diagonal element means the element which are listed diagonally, which connects the first entry of the matrix and the last entry of the matrix. Remember, diagonal element means the element which are listed diagonally from the first element, which connects first element to the last element of the matrix. Sir, this is also a diagonal. Definitely this is also diagonal, which 3 5 7, but it's not the main diagonal. When we say diagonal element means we are talking about the main diagonal, also known as principal diagonal, also known as what here? Main diagonal or principal diagonal elements. Now based on this, right, we are going to categorize the square matrix. The square matrix is said to be, a square matrix is said to be diagonal matrix, diagonal matrix, right? If कैसे होगा diagonal matrix? If except the diagonal elements, if rest all are zeros, it means 1 0 0 0 5 0 7 sorry 0 0 9. So if you see this matrix, it's a still it is a square matrix 3 by 3 order, where all diagonal elements except diagonal elements, other elements are zeros. Then this square matrix is known as diagonal matrix. Now it is simple to understand, simple to remember. So diagonal matrix is simply a type of a square matrix where except the diagonal elements, other elements are zeros. Now coming to the second type, it means a part of the square matrix. If I specify more condition, if I put more condition on the diagonal element, it will take the other form, where it called as scalar matrix. Scalar means a constant matrix or number. Scalar matrix means except the diagonal elements, let us say if I am keeping like 5 5 5, other elements are zeros. It means except the diagonal elements, or you can also say it is a specific case of diagonal elements. If in a diagonal matrix, if all the diagonal elements are identical or same, then it is called scalar matrix. I repeat, in a diagonal matrix, right, if all the diagonal elements are same means 5 5 5 minus 5 minus 5 minus 5, it may be a 2 2 2 like this. In this case, this matrix, the square matrix or diagonal matrix is called a scalar matrix. So diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all the diagonal elements are same. But in diagonal matrix you can see the elements may same, may not be same. Coming to the third, which is more importantly you are using, right, identity matrix. When I say identity matrix, right, see what you will say identity matrix means. It is again a kind of diagonal matrix only, a kind of diagonal matrix only. Here if all diagonal elements all diagonal elements are unity means fix, वन के अलावा और कोई एंट्री नहीं होना चाहिए. So if the all diagonal elements of the diagonal matrix are unity, then that diagonal matrix is known as identity matrix. So you can see the difference between the diagonal, scalar and identity. Diagonal in all the three types, right, except the diagonal elements, rest all are zeros, the first condition which is commonly you will find. Second is, when you speak diagonal, right, only diagonal elements will be there, other are zeros. When we speak scalar, diagonal elements will be there but they are identical. But when we speak identity matrix, where the diagonal elements are identical also but unity also, means one only one. So here the identity matrix is represented by capital I. Name, the symbol is coming from this name itself. So especially for identity matrix we are using I. If the order is 3 by 3, we are writing I3. I3 means identity matrix of order 3. Similarly, if I want to write identity matrix of order 4, I can write it as I4, I4, I2, I1. So what does it mean? Identity matrix of order 1, only one element, right? Identity matrix of order 2, I3 means identity matrix of order 3, order 4. So irrespective of its order here, the main key point is the all diagonal elements are unity. One ही होना चाहिए, one के अलावा और कोई element नहीं होगा. So this is the types of, we can say, the square matrix specifically, because these all kinds coming under the square matrix category. Fine. So I hope we have discussed many more things here. Diagonal, square, identity, all the types are over here. So the last point regarding this is, here shortly when the diagonal matrix is represented, shortly they are writing like this. Importantly, see how they are writing. DIAG, diag 1 5 9. So what does it mean? It means that, because we know this except diagonal element, other elements are zero, so no need to write that complete form of the matrix until and unless it is necessary. We may write this matrix as diag. Diag means diagonal matrix 1 5 9. So in the same way we can write for scalar matrix also, identity matrix also. Okay, so this is the shortest notation to write diagonal matrix, nothing else. Okay, remember this point very importantly. Shortest notations are also important, right? So now we are ended with here types of matrices. This is being done. Now we are moving to the next concept, equality of matrix. Very small concept. Let's see what is equality of matrix, and we'll see some sums. Here, from here the numerals will start. Okay. So I'm just erasing this because it is been done. Now we are going to discuss the equality of matrices. That is the second topic, equality of matrices, which we are going to discuss. Equality. What is by equality of matrices? What it speaks? What thought coming in your mind? If the two or more than two matrices have the same order, then they can be equated, vice versa. It means that if a matrix order is 2 by 3, 2 by 3 means 2 rows and 3 columns. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 2 by 3 matrix. And B is another matrix having the same order, Here I am taking some values x, y, z, a, b, c. Order is same. We are not bothering about their entries here, right? So if the order is same, we can say these two matrices are equivalent matrices. Equivalent means matrix A is equivalent to matrix B. Remember two things. Here we call it as equivalent. Just like in a triangle, similar and congruent. You know, similar and congruent means the same concept you can apply over here. Where equivalent matrices means where the matrix orders are same. We can equate their corresponding elements. It means that if I want to equate the two matrices, their order must be same. So if the matrices are equal, it means their orders must be same. If their orders must be same, it means that matrices can be comparable. Comparable means इस दो matrices को मैं compare कर सकता हूँ. It means that if I say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is equal to if I say x, y, z, a, b, c. If orders are same and condition is given like a is equal to b, then I can compare the corresponding element. The value of x is read as 2, value of y is 3, value of z is 4, z can be equal to 4, a will be 5, b will be 6, c will be 7. So this is the concept of equality of matrix. So equivalent matrix means their order only same. If I say A is equal to B, it means we are talking about equal matrix. There is slight difference between equivalent and equal. Equivalent means only their orders are same. So their element may be different. If I say equal matrix, equal means order also same. Apart from the order, their corresponding elements are also same. That's why whenever the equal matrix are given, we are able to compare their corresponding elements or equate their corresponding elements. But before do this equality concept, their order must be same. Then only we can compare the elements. Otherwise not. क्योंकि जैसे order आप अलग अलग लेंगे, so we cannot compare the corresponding elements. Okay, so it's simple. Equality says that when you say the two matrices are equal, their order also same and their corresponding elements are also same. Okay, so one small question based on here, based on the equality matrices, we are going to discuss. See. Let us say one matrix of order 2x, y, 3, and here a minus 5 and 6 and minus z. Now here already given if this matrix is equal to this matrix. See, you can see the order first. 2 by 2. Here 2 by 2. Here also 2 by 2. So already they are equivalent matrices. If the matrices are equal, find the value of x, y, z, and a. So what to do? Just you need to compare. So what is the first element of this matrix? 2. What is the first element of this matrix? Is a. So corresponding element. So 2 will be equal to a, x will be equal to minus 5, y will be equal to 6, and 3 will be equal to minus z. So I think it's simple concept where you can apply this equality concept. But before apply this concept, what condition to be followed? Their order must be same. So now this is the first question. Second one is if A is a matrix of order m by 3 is equal to B is a matrix of 2 by n. Can you speak the value of m and n? What is the value of m? What is the value of n? Simple. If the matrices are equal, their orders must be same, means number of rows of the first matrix must be equal to number of rows of the second matrix. So m must be equal to 2. So value of m is 2. Similarly, column must be same. So number of columns would be 3 over. So this is what about the equality of matrices. Sometimes they are asking like their order on their order, sometimes they are asking by giving the some matrices we are able to find the missing values, nothing else. So you may see this type of questions in the NCERT exercise 3.1 only. So 3.1 एक्सरसाइज के अंदर ही आपको इक्वालिटी कंसेप्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे जिसमें आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. फाइन. Now we are moving to the main content of today's session, that is addition and multiplication of the matrices. It's so simple but most important for both point of view. Now we are moving to the addition and subtraction. Again simple, addition and subtraction. Remember, addition, subtraction and multiplication of the matrices. Division of the matrices is meaningless in the concept because matrices means it's a collection of data. So if one data is divided by other data, it's a meaningless. That's why the division of matrices is not possible. Remember, division of matrices is meaningless. Okay, so division is never possible. So now we are going to understand what is by addition, subtraction, and while doing these operations what condition they must satisfy. Okay, so to do addition and subtraction of the any matrices, two or more than two matrices, their order must be same. Then only you will do the addition process or subtraction process. So first we'll take two matrices where we'll apply the addition and subtraction also. Now, for example, I am taking the matrix A whose entries are like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Order, what is the order of this matrix? There are 2 rows and 3 columns. So 2 by 3. Another matrix I am taking here. Let us say -2, -3, 4, -5, -6 and 7. The order of this matrix is still same. If their orders are same, then only you can add or subtract these two matrices. It means if the matrices are equivalent matrices, matrix A is equivalent to or similar to matrix B here, hence we can add them, we can subtract them in a order. If I want to add, it means A plus B I wanted to do, matrix A plus matrix B. What is matrix A? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can add with matrix B, -2, -3, 4, -5, -6, 7. So simply what you will do here, we will add the entries corresponding elements. तो first element से add होगा, So 2 plus minus 2 will be 0. 3 plus minus 3 will be 0. 4 plus 4 is 8. 5 plus minus 5 is 0. 6 minus 6 0. 7 plus 7 is 14. So you got a new matrix as C, but still the order is same. It's most important observation from addition. What I am speaking here, if matrix A and B are having the same order, then we can add the matrix, we can add them, we can subtract them. But while adding or by subtracting the matrices, order does not change. Resultant matrix का order change नहीं होगा. Remember? So hence the order of the C matrix, the resultant matrix, still it is 2 by 3. Though if we are doing the subtraction also here, instead of addition, अगर मैं addition की जगह पे subtract कर देता हूँ, so क्या होगा, हर element, corresponding element minus होंगे. It means that if I do this A minus B, so what I will get as a resultant matrix, A में से B matrix का elements minus होंगे corresponding. So 2 minus of minus 2 becomes 4. 3 minus of minus 3 becomes 6. 4 minus 4 0. 5 minus 5 ये हो गया आपका 10. 6 minus of 6 12. 7 minus 7 0. What is the order? 2 rows 3 columns. You can see, though you are adding the equivalent matrices or you are subtracting the equivalent matrices, order remains the same. Have you understood? So here we have understood how to add the matrices, how to subtract the matrices, and before adding and subtracting, what is the condition to be checked? Before adding and subtracting, their order must be checked and order must be same. Then only you can able to add or subtract the matrices, otherwise that addition and subtraction process become meaningless. Remember? So now based on this, we are going to discuss some more. Before that, first we'll understand the multiplication process also. It's so important. It's because addition समझना, subtraction समझना, it's just बोलते हैं ना कि एकदम very silly thing. But when we talk about multiplication of matrices, it's not so simple multiplication as we are doing in a number case. So that's why we need to understand the multiplication process in detail and more specifically by using a particular method. So now try to understand the multiplication of matrices. Right. I am taking here multiplication concept, remember. So if I say multiplication, again here this topic is further divided into two parts. One is scalar multiplication with the matrix, means scalar multiplication with the matrix, and matrix multiplication with matrix. One matrix multiplication with another matrix. Second case, first case was scalar is multiplied by a matrix. What does it mean? If I say matrix A is given as 2, 3, 5, 6, order of this matrix is 2 by 2 square matrix. If I want to write what is the value of 3A, 3A means A matrix entries, each and every entry of the matrix A is multiplied by 3. It means 3 times of the A entries by keeping the order 2 by 2. So what is the result here? It means each and every element is multiplied by 3. So 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15, 3 6s are 18. So now finally I got one matrix where its value is 3A. right? So when we do the scalar multiplication of the matrix, means that matrix is multiplied by a scalar or a number. It may be a negative number, it may be a positive number. Now I wanted to find out minus 5a. Can you see the minus 5a value here? It means matrix A is multiplied by minus 5, means each and every entry of the matrix A is multiplied by minus 5. So what you will speak? हर एंट्री को minus 5 से multiply करना है. So minus 10 it would be, minus 15, minus 25, minus 30. As simple as that. What is the value of, if I want to find 1 by 3a? What is by 1 by 3a? It means every element of a matrix is divided by 3. So it means every element is divided by 3. So 2 by 3, 3 by 3, 5 by 3, 6 by 3. So this matrix will be 2 by 3, 3 by 3 means 1, 5 by 3, 6 by 3 means 2. But if you observe the order of these all operations what we call algebra of the matrices, where the order is still remains same, 2 by 2, 2 by 2 only. So in a scalar multiplication you have observed 2 points. The first point is, when we say scalar multiplication, means that matrix is multiplied by a scalar, by a number which is, remember, which is non-zero real number. Non-zero real number is most important point. Means आप किसी मैट्रिक्स को जीरो से मल्टीप्लाई करते हो, it's again a meaningless operation you are doing. It means if you are multiplying by 0, means you are completely vanishes all the entries of the matrices. There is no data. So if there is no information, there is no data. So what is the purpose of doing the operation here? That's why when we multiply a matrix, you need to remember that multiplication done by non-zero real number. Non-zero real number. So if I do that, it means that that matrix is multiplied by a constant. It means each and every entry is multiplied by that constant. Simple. It may be plus, it may be minus quantity, it may be a fraction. It doesn't make any difference. The second important point was, while doing this scalar multiplication, order does not change. You can see order remains same. Given matrix order is 2 by 2. 3a is also 2 by 2, minus 5a is also 2 by 2, 1 by 3 is also 2 by 2. So I think it is so simple to understand. Ki scalar multiplication of matrix means simple, a matrix is multiplied by a non-zero real number. While doing this process, order of the given matrix never changes. Order of the given matrix never changes. Okay, two things are done. Now we are moving to the last topic, and then we will discuss few sums based on these concepts. Multiplication of matrix, one matrix with other matrix. This is something which important and which plays important role in our daily life situation problems. Okay, so most of the application based questions based on this matrix multiplication, where one matrix is multiplied by other matrix. One data is multiplied by other data. Okay, now see. Right. So coming to the point, matrix multiplication. See, matrix multiplication. So when I say multiplication of matrix, what need to be understand here? If a matrix A order is 2 by 3 and another matrix, means if I say here I am taking the elements, it's okay. Without elements, first we'll see the condition, then we'll take the example also. And next take the another matrix B whose order is 3 by 2. here if we say, right, कि multiplication of the matrix A with B order is very important while doing this multiplication. If I want to do multiplication of A with B in this order, the number of columns of the first matrix and number of rows of the second matrix must be same. Remember, यहाँ फर्स्ट मैट्रिक्स का नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स, सेकेंड मैट्रिक्स का नंबर ऑफ रोज सेम है तो ही A into B पॉसिबल है. देन ओनली विल डू द मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ A and B, otherwise not possible. So when I do this multiplication of this, so ultimately the resultant matrix means multiplication of these two matrices will give a new matrix, and the order of the new matrix will be remaining, means 2 by 2. I repeat, if I want to do the multiplication of two matrices in a order A multiplied by B, the first and the most important condition they must satisfy that number of columns of the first matrix is equal to number of rows of the second matrix. So जब ये इक्वल होगा तभी क्या होगा, इनका मल्टीप्लिकेशन पॉसिबल होगा. So when we do that multiplication, then the new matrix will be generated. So that matrix order will be the remaining parts. ये इक्वल है, लेट्स से हम समझ लेते इक्वल तो कट कर दिया, ऐसा समझ लेते. So remaining क्या होगा, 2 by 2. So 2 rows and 2 columns like this. So in a similar manner, if I want to do, I am giving some more notations here. P is a matrix whose order is 2 by 5 and which is multiplied by the another matrix Q whose order is 5 by 1. First check whether this multiplication is possible. Yes, because here first matrix number of columns, second matrix number of rows are same, hence the resultant matrix, let us say R matrix. Can you guess the what is the order of the R matrix? R matrix order will be 2 by 1. Getting my point? In a similar manner, if I say कि there is a X matrix whose order is 3 by 4 and which is multiplied by the another matrix Y whose order is 4 by 2. What is the order of Z matrix? Means after the product, what is the order of the resultant matrix? So definitely it would be 3 by 2. Getting my point? If you understood this concept, then only you will be able to do the multiplication process, otherwise next to impossible to this multiplication. Now I am taking few examples how can we multiply the matrices. Okay, try to understand. अगर आपको ये कंसेप्ट क्लियर है तो इसका मतलब है कि आपको मैट्रिसेस चैप्टर के अंदर किसी भी तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं होगा. लेट्स सी. फर्स्ट आई एम टेकिंग वन एग्जांपल. A is a matrix whose order is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means 2 rows and 1 column. See, sorry, 2 by 3 matrix here. And the second matrix I am taking here 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 1. Purposely with any entries. So this order is 3 by 3. So if you observe, right, A into B is possible or not? First check. I wanted to find the value of AB. Find AB means multiplication of A with B. So how can I do this A into B? Here. So simple. What we will do first, we'll check whether number of columns, यानी कि first matrix का number of columns, second matrix का number of rows same है या नहीं, check करो. Yes, if you observe First matrix number of columns are 3, second matrix number of columns are 3, hence these two are same. Cut that. So ultimately yes, their multiplication is possible, and the resultant matrix order will be, means when we do this operation, what will be the order of the matrix? Order of the matrix will be what? 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means 2 rows and 3 columns. 2 rows and 3 columns. Purposely I am writing this. What is the here? Elements would be 2 rows and 3 columns. So hence there are total 6 entries. 2 3s are 6. There are 6 entries in the product. How can we do this process? See, 2 rows 3 columns means 2 rows. It means, what is the element here? We are writing as A11, है ना? If I want to write in a symbolic form first, A11, A12, A13, 2 rows, no? Then A21, A22, A23. So 2 rows and 3 columns. Why I am writing this symbolic notation here? Reason is, if you are writing as a beginner, if you are able to write this order properly in a symbolic form, then the next step you will directly get the answer. Now, how can I get the answer? AB is equal to, right? AB means, how can I get this value? Right? You know the order of the resultant matrix, you know the entries, how many entries would be there. How can I get this? It means that first row, first column elements. First row of the first matrix, first column of the second matrix. Remember, row 1, row 2. Here column 1, column 2, column 3. So first row of the first matrix, first column of the second matrix. A11 means first row, first column multiplication. It means 2 is multiplied by 2, that is 4. 1 is multiplied by 3, that is 3. 5 is multiplied by 4, that is 20. So sum of the product of the corresponding elements will give the first element. I repeat, A11 means first row, first column elements का corresponding multiply करके and then add the results. Like मैंने 2 किससे multiply किया? 2 2s are 4, 1 3s are 3, 5 4s are 20. You got 1. After doing this summation, you are able to get one single digit that will represent the first element of the resultant matrix. Similarly, A12 means first row, second column. First row means R1 here from the set, matrix A. Second column means B set का second column. So first row, second column. Okay, R1 C2, R1 C3, like this. Okay, so you may write that also, you may write this also. आप ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो, ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो. चलिए देखिए. So A12 means फर्स्ट रो सेकेंड कॉलम एलिमेंट्स को मल्टीप्लाई करो और उनकी रिजल्ट को ऐड करो. 2 1s are 2, 1 2s are 2, 5 0s are 0. In a similar manner, A13 means first row third column, first row third column. So 2 0s are 0, 1 1s are 1, 5 1s are 5. Now second row first column, 3 2s are 6, 0 3s are 0, 2 4s are 8. A22 second row second column, second row second column, 3 1s are 3, 0 2s are 0, 2 0s are 0. A23 second row third column, second row third column. So 3 0s are 0, 0 1s are 0, 2 1s are 2. So that's what is the final step to write their result. What is the result here? 4 plus 3 plus 27 it is, and then 2 plus 2 is 4, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 8 is 14, 3, 2. So you got the final answer here. So this is the methodology to do the multiplication of two matrices. What is a condition to be remembered here? While doing this operation, what you need to understand is the first condition is number of columns of the first matrix is equal to number of rows of the second matrix. These must be same. अगर सेम होगा तो ही A का मल्टीप्लिकेशन B से पॉसिबल है. सो अल्टीमेटली बैलेंस हो गया. रिमेनिंग ऑर्डर क्या होगा? 2/3. इट मीन्स वंस यू डू द मल्टीप्लिकेशन द रिजल्टेंट मैट्रिक्स जो बनेगा उसका ऑर्डर क्या बनेगा? 2/3 बनेगा. 2/3 मीन्स 2 रो होंगे, 3 कॉलम होंगे. सो 2 rows and 3 columns. Hence there are 6 elements in this order. First write the symbolic form. Once you write the symbolic form, as a beginner you are able to understand how to get the entries. Here A11 means first row first column elements. First row first column elements will be multiplied correspondingly and their result will be added. In this way you will get one single element. In this way A1 to A13 and so on. So the resultant matrix order will be 2/3. So in the same question, if I want to ask, is it possible to do B into A? Is it possible to do B into A? Definitely not. Definitely not. Reason, we cannot do that operation because अगर आप B का order लिखते हैं, what is the B order of the B is 3/3. What is the order of the A is 2/3. Now just compare, is here these two values are equal? No. Hence their multiplication is not possible. So in short what I wanted to say, A into B is not equal to B into A. जैसा हमारा सिंपल नंबर्स के अंदर मल्टीप्लिकेशन होता है, 2 3s करो या 3 2s करो, they always same. But in matrix case the product is not always commutative. A into B is not equal to B into A, though they are defined. यहाँ पॉसिबल हो भी जाता मल्टीप्लिकेशन तो भी उनके आंसर सेम नहीं होंगे. ए बी का रिजल्ट बी ए का रिजल्ट से सेम नहीं होगा. सो फाइनली आई वांटेड टू लिस्ट आउट some properties of addition of matrices, some properties of multiplication of matrices as the last topic of the today's session, and then we'll take the second third session where we will continue the same topic with some specific questions. Okay, right, I'm just list outing the final topic here. Properties of addition of two matrices. Addition. Here the properties of multiplication of the matrices. The first property of the addition is always commutative if they are defined. It means if A is equivalent to B, means if their orders are same, then A plus B is always equal to B plus A. It means it is commutative. It's also associative. A plus of B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Associative means while adding the 3 or more than 3 matrices, order is immaterial, order is not important. It means आप पहले BC को ऐड करें फिर रिजल्ट को A से ऐड करें, AB को ऐड कर रिजल्ट को C से ऐड करें, इसका कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होगा आंसर पर. Order is not important while doing the addition process. Here A plus of minus A is always equal to 0. Hence अगर किसी मैट्रिक्स का एडिशन माइनस ए के साथ जीरो हो गई है, इसका मतलब ये हो गया कि दीज टू आर कॉल्ड एडिटिव इनवर्स ऑफ ईच अदर. सो एडिटिव इनवर्स मीन्स the elements of matrices are differ by minus sign. A का एडिटिव इनवर्स क्या होगा? माइनस ए. माइनस ए का एडिटिव इनवर्स क्या होगा? ए. एंड देन A plus zero matrix. I am not saying it is O, it is zero matrix, right? So A plus zero matrix is always A, क्योंकि zero matrix में सब zero ही होते हैं, तो definitely आप ऐड करोगे तो पूरा का पूरा matrix A repeat होगा. Hence A plus zero matrix is always zero, or zero plus A matrix is always A. So you need to remember just 4 properties. It's always commutative, it's always associative. A and minus A are called additive inverse of each other. When you add both, you will get always zero matrix. Hence here the fourth one is 0 plus any matrix is always a matrix itself. Then properties of multiplication. Here the first property, AB is not always equal to BA. Remember, product of AB is not always equal to BA. Here the specific condition, a specific case, if A and B are diagonal elements, diagonal matrices, then only you can speak AB must be equal to BA. This is possible always if A and B are diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrices case में product is always commutative, but rest में we cannot assure, we cannot say always that their product is always same. So generally this is not commutative except one case where A and B are diagonal matrices. Second, product ABC is equal to AB into C. It's always associative. Means while doing the matrix multiplication of 3 matrices, it's always associative. It means here the order is immaterial, whether you are doing the product of BC first then with A or AB first then with C. It doesn't make any difference. But इसका जो प्रोडक्ट है वो डिफाइन होना जरूरी है, जो मल्टीप्लिकेशन रूल फॉलो होना जरूरी है. एंड द थर्ड केस इज A matrix is multiplied by a zero matrix, then ultimately result will be 0. Okay, so remember these 3 properties here. In case of the multiplication में it's not always commutative, but it is always associative. Yes, it is commutative in which case if A and B are diagonal matrices, their product is always commutative. Okay, so it's almost, today's session was 80% theoretical explanation was there, where we are introducing the equality of matrices and we move to the types of the matrices, and then addition, then subtraction, then multiplication, and some properties need to be remembered. Now based on these operations, the plus, minus and multiplication, we are going to discuss the few more questions from the exercise in session 3, that is in the next video. Okay, so keep on watching these videos in a sequence on regular basis to update yourself. Okay, so be safe, be happy, okay, and keep on doing to become expertise in the topic. Thank you all of you.